I'm not sure. This is a good one to try to go after, but we don't have much in the way of other towns currently mapped anywhere nearby. And without a vehicle, long distance travel is going to be, you know, slow comparatively. Might go out this way to check these endpoints. That keeps us in a fair proximity. If we don't find anything useful that direction, that we could pull back and then try to hit the town at night, and or roll south to this road network. Map continues, of course, down further south. There's a fair good network of road connections down there as well. I think we'll use the daylight. I definitely can't make this trip in the daylight, so I think we'll do that. Instead of hanging out here, we didn't get any books that are useful. I guess we could spend getting our tailoring up another level. But I think I'd rather be out and about. So I do need to make a decision on this rifle. Sort by weight, please. Pickaxe, no surprise. AR-15, no surprise. Ooh, 7 pounds of duct tape. 7 pounds of duct tape. Now I maybe I do want to sit here and read. That way I could, well, I could ditch the book if I didn't plan on crafting any of the recipes that are contained in it, which I'm not likely to do anyway. Mainly I just want to be able to repair the basic stuff I've got, which I don't need the recipes for. 3 pounds of butter. Yeah, there's not much from that list that I would want to get rid of. Let's ditch the low capacity batteries. Duct tape, duct tape. I don't, without repairing vehicle parts constantly, I don't think I need huge amounts of duct tape. I think I am going to ditch that. We'll keep a smaller quantity on hand. I want to preserve the long rope if I can. Could look into getting rid of some of these food items. Most of the tools I want to keep a hold of, though. I think I'll ditch the leather backpack, too. We'll just go with the golf bag. It's not going to be too tough for me to find additional storage space. Carrying a backup I don't think is going to be super helpful. So that'll free up a fair amount. Do I need the smartphone? I've got the cell phone and the smartphone. We've already got the game system, which I'll probably never use. Let's ditch that. And the smartphone. Actually, let's ditch the cell phone. Keep the smartphone. Wait, that's a UPS. I think I'm going to ditch the towel, too. It's too limited a use case to carry around. We've got saline to clear our eyes if we get boomered. Alright, how much does that free up? Hey, look at that. So I've still got the rifle, and we've got 5 pounds available. I think I'll go with that. I do want to put a strap on the rifle, though. What's the strap take? I forget. Is it rags? Ooh, long strings. Or 3 rags. Yeah, we'll do rags. Come here, crowbar. Activate. Shoulder strap. AR-15. Alright, so we've got it strapped. That way if we run across a body site, it'll also have rifles. But until then, 23 AR-15 will be a little better for us for some long-range killing. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. Hey there, Volrath. Thanks very much for the Prime sub. What's being hunted been like so far? Anticlimactic? We haven't seen hide nor hair of the hunter yet. Still waiting for his first appearance. And it might be his only appearance. I don't have much use for just regular houses. So I think what I'll do is I'll kind of skim my way down the edge here, just outside of the range. If we get a house I can pop into, great. But I think we're about out of house loot opportunities that I really would care about. Not sure why I didn't crowbar that. Dull, cheaply made replica of a broad saber known for its use by sailors and pirates. No, thank you. It's fun that you put that there, but no thanks. So, we got zombies out on the street ahead of me. Plenty far away. They can't see me. Ooh, basement opportunity. Hey, look! Balls! We found balls! Footballs! Baseball bat! Basketball! Marbles! Who's in here with me? Holy crap! They're hiding all the roaches over on that side. Magic 8 ball! So many of the balls. Alright, I got no good reason to stick around here. I'm gonna get me. I don't want to hit him with a crowbar. He did not come upstairs. I think I'll keep the crowbar out for now. Do I try to scurry across and check the shed? Again, we're at the point where there's just no loot that I can think of that I would care about. Protective mouthpiece. Yeah, we'll take the protective mouthpiece. So, is it the protective mouthpiece I remember? Yeah, 0 encumbrance. No reason not to use it. You get 2 bash, 2 cut, and 2 ballistic protection. Close to the skin on your mouth. For no encumbrance. No negative. And a tiny bit of weight. I'll take it. Next time I get smacked in the chops, we'll take 2 points less damage from the smackening. Back to the stuff I just don't think I care about. What would I care about? Like an atomic? One of the atomic battery or atomic appliances? Milk and hamburgers? Hamburgers! Come on, I saw hamburgers. Hamburgers! 1 hamburger. 2 hamburger. 3 hamburger. 4 hamburger. We had 5 hamburgers. And we're full. Belly full of burgers. Well, that was worth the stop. Just to have some burgers. How long did it take to learn the controls? It is not the friendliest game for brand new players. So I always do recommend that brand new players get some advice, watch some videos, use the tools that, you know, totally random people have made for the internet. There might be one or two tutorials out there. The thing to remember, though, is if you want a big, complicated, deep game with thousands of creatures, tens of thousands of items, and a million ways to change the difficulty or world and setting options, you don't get all that without having a fairly dense, complicated interface. They go hand in hand. If you want a big, sprawling game that you can play for 1,000 hours and still not have seen or done nearly everything, then you got to put in the time. It does take a little bit of information, but there are resources available that should help quite a bit. And there's a few important things to know. And you will die a lot. Get used to it. Just go in knowing that you will die. That's what we all went through. We all went through dying a lot. As I'm fond of saying, I know more about this game than most of you because I've died more in this game than most of you. Actually, I'm pretty confident I've died more than all of you combined. So what clothing? We're past that, right? We're only at 2 tailoring? What did we get to? We're at 3 tailoring. So what? That's the... Come here, you. What level are you? I forget. Oh, that goes tailoring 3. So yeah, we're already past that. Let's get rid of both of them. I don't care if they have recipes. Oh, hey! Only the second time I've seen this in quite a long time. The Survivor basement. We spotted one last challenge before that, I forget, but it was heavily populated. We just noped the hell right out of there. Any good vid you'd recommend? Hopefully the one that got linked is the more recent version of my new player tutorial tip thing. That one is still pretty relevant. An important thing to know about Cataclysm, though, especially if you're playing in the experimental branch, there's two main branches. There's the stable builds that come out twice a year. And then there's the experimental branch where it's the Wild West. Changes occur daily, like scores or hundreds of changes sometimes occur daily. It's a very rapidly evolving game. So anybody's tutorial, video, written help guide, whatever. Just anytime you're reading or watching that stuff, just be aware that it's most likely out of date in some way, to some degree. I mean, some of them stand up for years. A lot of my videos are still perfectly relevant after 4 years, but other ones are just totally not relevant anymore because the entire feature or point of the game is gone or been radically changed. But anytime you're watching that kind of stuff, just be aware that it's a possibility that things have changed fairly dramatically. Hey, we got a clean crowbar. We'll take a clean crowbar. Otherwise, I don't really care. Other thing to realize is I've played this game many thousands of hours. I'm going to make it look a lot easier than it actually is. But if you show up at a live stream and you have questions, feel free to ask. Hey, I've never seen the socket wrench set either. So there was change recently with wrenches. We now have like, I don't know, 8 or 10 different kinds of wrenches. So 2 bolt turning, 1 fine bolt turning. I think that's the same as the adjustable, right? 2 bolt turning, 1 fine bolt turning. So if it's the same... Hey, cancel! Come here, you. Oops. Compare. You. And you. Side-by-side comparison. So the adjustable is lighter, less volume by a fair amount, only 7 inches instead of 9. It's better in every way. Alright, so we'll take the adjustable instead of the socket wrench. Goodbye, socket wrench. Same tool qualities for less of all the important factors. Oh, bacon. I'm still sad that they ixnayed my request to add bacon consumed to the score category. I think it's a tragedy. I think it's a total tragedy. Who cares about how many broken right legs you had or how many broken bones? The real determiner of who wins the Cataclysm is bacon consumed. That's the only important metric. The only important metric. I don't care about none of the rest of this stuff. Just tell me how much bacon I consumed. That's how we determine who won the Cataclysm. But no, they said no. Hey, there we go. 15 rounds and 9 mil. I don't want the Glock. I just want the ammo. Give ammo. Glock can stay. Glock, pistol. Pistols are terrible. I hate pistols. Pistols are silly. Don't need any of that stuff. Don't want the Mossberg. Although a Mossberg with 20 rounds of slug ammo is pretty good. That's a fair amount of damage. But I gotta keep my weaponry commitments fairly low. We're gonna go with 9 mil just because we're trained in it, and that's what our main weapon starting is. And the 223, 556 caliber weapons, the rifles. I'm not gonna try to branch any further than that. So yeah, we haven't seen the Survivor basement. It had been a long time since we spotted it the last time. This time we got lucky. We got an empty one. But it's got fairly hard to come across. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I lost my train of thought a little bit earlier. If you show up at a live stream and you have questions, feel free to ask away. I'm happy to answer questions or provide demonstrations. Ooh, one single bandage. Alright, we'll grab the bandage. And some codeine. Even better. Should have closed that door. Run mode. The reason I'm doing that is because I have a window I'm going to go back out. I'm just going to go out the window and come around. Otherwise, with that runner coming this way, I would have second thought about grabbing the items and then coming back out before he got me locked into the bathroom. But since we have an easy out, we'll take advantage of it. So we'll take the hydrogen peroxide, more narrow spectrum, awful lot of that in the cabinets nowadays. And I don't care about the rest. Okay, we are out. Oh, I was silly there. Don't have my weapon out. Wait a minute. Oh, I put it away, I think, when I was picking that thing up. Let's go with... Keep using the katana. Alright, let's run. Oh, we had an open window. Well, see, now that's not cool. Alright, let's go back up this way. We'll bring him into the window. Let's see. Let's try to kill him with a kukri. Let's try to save some damage on the katana. So it's not a valid weapon for my martial art, but I think we'll still be able to drop him fairly easily. Come on, you! he lost track of me already? What the hell? That's a pretty easy scent cloud for you to follow there, zombie. Why the hell are you having a problem chasing me around that one corner? Unless he spotted an animal or something else that got his attention. That scent cloud should definitely bring him to me. Come on now. There he is. Okay, again, for newer players, very, very important to choose your fight locations carefully. Everything works on a movement action point system, and the enemies use the same system that you do. So each creature person is given a certain amount of action points each round. That's rated here, your speed rating. So I have 96 action points this round to do things, whether it's swing my weapon, move, and whatever. The zombies use the same system. They have a speed rating, so they have a set amount of points they can spend. This windowsill here, if you look at the message info right here when I highlight it, note that it says move cost 200. That means it's going to cost him 200 action or movement points to move into that position. And if he doesn't have enough, he has to pay the difference out of his next round's points. What this effectively is going to do is he's going to step into this space, and then I'm going to get several free swings at him because he's got a whole bunch of movement points he has to spend. So he won't have points left over to attack me with. So I'm going to hit him when he gets into the windowsill. If we don't hit him both times, I'll probably back off to this windowsill and then finish him off. But we'll see how it goes. But you want to pick your fight locations if you have an opportunity to do so. You want to maximize this kind of stuff. So he just spent a bunch of points that he doesn't have. So we're going to take our swing. We hit him for 38. He's almost dead. Down he goes. Makes it nice and easy. Now we can go back out. Another zombie entered the house. Another zombie entered the house, and the zombie can see me. Alright. Same thing. I got to the window before he got to it. That's not the one I was looking at. That's a different one. 51 critical and stun. So you can see his hit points. He's almost dead. He's got bad bleeding in his torso and he's stunned. I could just back off and he'd bleed to death. I wouldn't even need to take another swing. I'm going to go ahead and take the swing though. Missed on the first swing, but we got him on the second before he got another attack. Oops. 40 caliber Smith & Wesson full metal jacket. 36 rounds. Yeah, not going to bother. I'll never have a gun to fire that. I think we'll just move down to the second building here. Oh, damn it. I don't want these guys following me. I think that was everything. Nope, wasn't quite everything. So much stuff. Don't need any of that. Hey, there's the motorcycle armor again. Pretty good stuff. I've learned to love the motorcycle armor early game. But we're going to stick with the leather touring suit, I think. I'm not going to layer on another thing. Oh, another runner. So many runners. We'll wait right here for that runner. So, in this circumstance, when that zombie spotted me, so I came out the window, zombie was here, showed the indicator saying he could see me, he will run to the last position that he saw me. So he'll run to this position. When he gets to here, he'll start to smell me, and he'll follow the scent trail. That's what this is. I'm turning on the scent trail, so you can see where my smell is. And that's how zombies find you in the dark and so on, when they can't directly see you or hear you. They follow these numbers. Basically, they just move from one number to the next bigger number. So he would move from here to here to here to here to here. Then he'd move here, here, and he'd find me. So that's all it does. Is it has a certain level that it has to get to depending on the zombie. Some have a better sense of smell than others, so the minimum threshold is lower. But that's how the scent system works. Now, you don't normally have access to this information. This is called the Scentmap. It's kind of a debug option. I turn it on just so I can explain the mechanics for people and how the scent system works. But it's about, I think 10 is the number you need to get to for regular base zombies to be able to smell it. So they wouldn't be able to smell me here. But when they hit that space, they'd be able to smell me. So it depends on the zombie. Some are more sensitive to it than others. But yeah, because of the sighting he had of me, he's going to run this direction unless he gets distracted by something else. And then he'll follow the scent and get to me right here. So we'll turn that back off again. Whoop. Maybe that's the same zombie. Yep, I think he took the other route. Alright. He did. Apparently he decided to take a shortcut. I'm not sure why. It's a little bit odd for him to pick that route. What do we got? More antiseptic. Can't have too much antiseptic. Well, we might actually test that that hypothesis with this particular challenge where I am limited to my carry amounts. Alright, so, again, he has spotted me. The asterisk symbol right there indicates that he can see me. We could also check this to see the asterisk, or the exclamation point, I mean, not asterisk. The exclamation point indicates that he can detect you. So, best bet, just back off to the window, do the same fight I did before. You can do the same thing with other terrain, like if he steps up onto the table here, it also costs 200. So these act the same as the window ledge. That's only 150 for that piece. But by the time I got up there, he would already be at me, so definitely better for us just to let him follow me out the window. We'll chop him up right here. 49 critical, stunned, and down he goes. Yeah, I can't stress enough just how big of an advantage this kind of thing gives the player, though. Use it. Use it. Take advantage of it. It's hugely beneficial. But, like I said, you could do the same thing in the kitchen here. So, if I had been a little further north, I could have just kind of stepped up here. He would have come straight across the table, and I could have done the exact same thing. Now, the extra movement cost only matters when you move on and then off that kind of terrain. Once you're on the terrain, you're not paying anything extra. So once I get onto this and I pass around, it no longer costs me any additional points. So it's perfectly normal swinging and attacking from this stage forward. It's only when you first move onto and first move off of difficult terrain that you pay an extra cost. So if you watch up here, this shows you the cost of your previous action. So when I step off, it's 127 because I'm coming off of heavier terrain. So if I move onto it, 180. So that's what's going on there. So as long as you can reach your fighting position at least a round ahead of the enemy, it doesn't matter what you're standing on. It's not costing you any extra during the actual fight. What do we got? What do we got? Big empty basement with a baseball bat. 215 flashlight, huh? Sure. I got a little bit of room left over. Another exercise sauna area. Ooh, dive. Oh, dang it. Did I try to refit my Heelys? I can't remember. Are they still unfitted? They're still unfitted. I guess while we're here, we'll go ahead and take a drink of water. Oh, never mind. We're turgid. Yeah, I don't remember. Did I try to refit the Heelys? $4.2 to 1. We've got a spare set sitting here, so I might as well give it a try. Even if we destroy this one by failing multiple times, we've got another one sitting right there. So let's give it a try. Attempt to refit. Repeat until refitted. Reinforcing. Nah, I don't need to reinforce. There we go. We have fitted Heelys. Congratulations, us. Let me back up through chat. I see a lot of chats. Hey there, Impy Wobbles. Appreciate the prime sub there. Thank you very much. Is it game over if you get bitten? I'll scroll down and see if somebody else answered that before I get into it. I did not see a rename. So what was the rename? It's probably not going to be on my... I don't think I'll be able to scroll the chat up far enough to see it. So whoever did a rename, you know, put it back in chat. Yeah, I don't think I can go back far enough to see it. Rename Katana to Butterfly. We can do that. So, use my Chris. Activate. Right on an item. Katana. No? Alright, fine. Use the marker. Activate an item. Katana. It's a label. Butterfly. Alright, there you go. We have a katana named Butterfly. Okay, so, yay. That gets rid of a little bit of encumbrance on our footies. So, I think you got the answer you needed with the infection stuff. In a shortcut version, if you watch your hit point bars here, when you get a deep bite wound, which is only possible while you are grabbed by a zombie, so they have to execute a successful grab attack. You'll get a little symbol on you to show that you've been grabbed. Then while grabbed, if you receive further damage, there is a chance that it will be a deep bite wound. When that occurs, your interface here, the color of the body location will turn blue to show that you have a bite wound, a deep bite. You then have a certain amount of time to get rid of that deep bite. It will eventually convert into a full-blown infection. That will then turn it to a green color instead of a blue color. The deep bite, you can either use antiseptic, hydrogen peroxide, things like that. That's why I'm collecting all of this antiseptic right here, is to easily clean out deep bite wounds. Hydrogen peroxide has the same effect. If you look at the details on them, it'll tell you here, healing effects. Disinfecting quality is good. Chance to heal a bite is 95%. So it's not guaranteed. Sometimes you need to splash an extra dose on if it doesn't fix it the first time. But it'll be instantly fixed if it does work. So you want to make sure the bites go away, because you've got a limited amount of time before they convert to the full-blown infection. That's the nasty part. Once they're infected, you're in big trouble. Then you need antibiotics and luck. The only option beyond that is, for bite wounds at least, is cauterizing. You can cauterize the wound. It's a 50-50 coin flip, whether it gets rid of the bite or not. And at most, you'll usually only get 2 attempts. If you immediately cauterize after getting a deep bite wound, you'll get 2 tries. And if you fail both, it'll generally immediately turn into an infected body part. That's the short version. But no, it's not guaranteed death. Not in any way. Got to know how to deal with it and what your options are. But try to break grabs. Anytime you see the grabbed symbol or indicator, you want to try to move directly away from the enemy, and that will attempt to break the grab. And having a good strength is what you want in order to break grabs. Dex is used to avoid grabs. Strength is used to break grabs. So the higher your strength, the better chance you have of breaking a grab. But if you do that, as long as you're pretty assiduous about breaking grabs and not fighting while grabbed, then you'll mostly avoid getting bites. Modern rifling. I don't need that. I don't need any of that stuff. A glass pipe. I think we'll just check the bathroom and head out this window. Don't need any of that. Alright, let's back off this away. Man, they're being pretty nice to me with house access this run. More antiseptic. Mess kit. That's the battery-operated hot plate. 212, boiling, containing, cooking. Let's ditch. Let's see, do I have a hot plate? I do have the hot plate, and I've got the... Did I carry a pot, or did I ditch the pot? I think I ditched the pot. All right, we'll ditch the hot plate. We'll just use the mess kit. Goodbye, hot plate. Come here, mess kit. Cookies. Double spear gun. I've never tried a spear gun. 18 range damage, huh? Max range 10. Casserole, fish noodle casserole. God, how many items are we gonna stuff into this game? Fish noodle casserole. Casserole primarily made with pasta and canned tuna, with canned peas and corn sometimes added. Have you ever played other roguelikes like NetHack or Dungeon Crawl? I have been playing roguelikes since there have been roguelikes. You know, I played Rogue. Long before there were likes, I played Rogue. I've been playing games like this since the late 1970s. So I've been playing computer games since there have been computer games. I'm an old guy. Computer gaming has been my primary hobby for, what is that, going on 40 years? Something like that. So yes, I have played many an hour of all of these kinds of games. I've only played a little bit of Dungeon Crawl. I've got a few episodes of DCSS, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, over on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go take a look, but it's been several years. Video audio quality was, you know, not up to current standards. But I only dabbled in it, but I've got many hours of all the different rogues and NetHack. Let's see, what else we got out here? Nothing I care about. Nope. Alright, let's stop doing all this boring stuff. I need to actually, you know, go find something to kill or something to shoot or something. Alright, I think we're done just popping into houses. There's the chances of me finding something that I care about are pretty small. We got somebody chasing. Alright, let's go. Is this a gas station or a food court? Road stop, yeah. We're gonna go around the helipad, the military helipad. I just don't think there's gonna be anything I care about in the helipad. Awesomes. Distinct lack of body sights so far. Oh, and there we go. Speak of the devil. Gasoline lantern. Unfortunately, it's not one of the body sites I care about. So many items. Yeah. This stupid Crack's gonna get in my way. He's gonna get irritating, isn't he? You really don't want to do this, Mr. Crack. Tried to warn you. Tried to warn you. Sent you back to your own dimension. The Crack melts away. You gut the Crack for 53 with a crit. That was with the kukri. That's 53 damage with the kukri. It's not even with the katana. Alright. Put the golf bag back on. You tried Caves of Cud? I've tried Caves of Cud 4 times, and I just can't play Caves of Cud. It's just not for me. I don't know why. The interface drives me batty. I really don't like the interface, especially the color schemes. That turns me off immediately. I just can't get into it. I just can't. I've tried multiple times. I've heard it's pretty fun, pretty cool, but after already being so deep into Cataclysm, I just can't find the fun, or I can't stick with it long enough to learn it. Remember playing Adventure Hunt the Wumpus, not sure what else. The ones I remember are, I had a Star Trek game where you played the Enterprise, and it was on a square map, and you would just tell the Enterprise to move a space, which was, I think they called it a parsec, and you would hunt down Klingon ships, and you'd have to fire torpedoes along you'd pick an orthogonal or diagonal direction to fire the torpedo, and if it intersected the Klingon, it would do damage and all that kind of stuff. I remember that one the most, and then I had a text adventure game where I was exploring some kind of a mansion, and that one was awesome because that predates the internet by a couple of decades, and the only way possible to advance in the game was to know exactly what to type, what keywords that they were looking for, and if you couldn't figure out what specific keywords, your option was to call a 1-900 number and pay like $20 in phone charges to try to get the answer to some obscure question in your adventure game. Those are the ones I remember from the early days. That was on the Tandy TRS-80, the Tandy Radio Shack Model 80, back in 1970, late 77, early 78. Oh yeah, good times. Aurora 4X? Oh my god, Aurora 4X. Even I, notorious crunchy game lover, bow down before Aurora 4X and admit defeat. Oh my god, that game is so spreadsheety in space. It's not Dwarf Fortress in space. It takes EVE Online and ratchets it up about 40 degrees of mathematic nerdness. It looks like an awesome game. I just can't bring myself to learn it and play it. That's another one. I just couldn't do it. More power to the folks that have actually gotten into Aurora 4X. It is one of the trickiest and hardest to learn games, I think. It is so dry and so crunchy. I have nothing but admiration for the person that puts that together and plays it, though. You play EVE? I played EVE many times over many years. Wasps. I finally stopped playing EVE, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I forget exactly when. It's been about that long, I think. There was just nothing left to do. I mean, at the time I left, I was running... I had 17 characters spread across 6 accounts. I had every ship except for a Titan, which I didn't want. I had no interest in having or flying a Titan. I could build one of my own if I wanted to. I had every other ship. I had all the things maxed across the various characters. I would spend 3 or 4 hours once a week, or once a month, in Jita, doing trading on the Jita hub, and it would pay for all of my accounts for the month. There was just nothing left to do. I'd done it all, so I eventually got out, and have not been back since. No plans to return. We gotta go wide around this. The wasps will kill me. I gotta be careful of them. So, yeah, I spent a tremendous amount of time in EVE Online and enjoyed most of it. Played it when it first released for about a year, put it aside, came back 3 or 4 years later, 5 years later, played it again. I actually think I remember selling my original characters. I think I sold them on eBay. Way back before that was a thing, and could get you in trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Guard wasp. I got too close. He's coming at me. I never played WoW. I avoided WoW. The kitty MMO. I never played... I think I only played Ultima Online a very brief time. My favorite probably is still the original EverQuest. Nothing beats the 18-hour fear plane recovery raids after a full raid wipe. Get everybody together, jump into fear, wipe 10 minutes later, and then spend 18 hours trying to recover everybody's corpses and all their gear. Good times, good times. What to do here? Switch to the MP. Try to drop. I don't need to drop the backpack. That's not going to affect my hit rate. Ah, we don't need a ton of damage. I just need to land a shot. Let's go with the MP5. We'll just drop that. Start aiming here on its way in. So this is the key to shooting most of these small, fast, dodgy things like man hacks and so on, is you start aiming while they're at a distance, then your percentages to hit will dramatically improve as they get closer. Typically want to fire when they're 2 spaces away. That prevents them moving and attacking you in the same round and spoiling all that aiming you did. But it can be tough to gauge depending on how fast they move. Sometimes they move fast enough where they can cover a couple of spaces and still hit you. So we're going to aim manually here. I'm just going to tap the 5 key to pass time while we're getting an increasing aim value. Hopefully we get enough aim done before he gets to me that we get decent numbers. Yeah, it's only going up 1 to 2% when I'm tapping each time, but as he moves a space closer, it goes up quite a bit. You don't want to use the pre-aim letters, though. Don't pick precise, careful, or regular aiming, because you don't have this fine a control over when the shot takes place. So you can see we've already jumped up a fair amount. I think I'm going to take a shot here, and then we'll wind up for one more shot. No problem. Hey, look, we got our skills back. No problem. Got our marksmanship back to 6. Got our submachine guns back to 6 because we actually used the skills. We lost a level because of skill rust. Yes. I need to fire that other gun to get my rifle skill back up. Okay. No problem. Take that back over the shoulder and keep on moving. Oh, definitely a gun against wasps. Yeah, they're very large. That is the smaller version. And they're very, very nasty. This character is pretty well prepared for it in that circumstance. But wasps are one of the things I dislike the most about the current game. They're just so ridiculously dangerous and overpowered compared to everything else in the game world when you first start. Hey there, vehicle that I don't care about. Alright, time to take a trip through the woods. Yeah, the flying raptors aren't too bad because they'll at least hit you and retreat. It's the taser hacks that really bug me, other than the wasps. The ridiculously overpowered wasps, but taser hacks are what really... let's turn safe mode on and just sprint down the road like a fool. Praying mantis. Not worried about a praying mantis. Hey there, vehicle that I cannot drive. Where are we? A radiation plant. I haven't seen an irradiation plant in a while. Griffith Grove. I think I'm just going to keep walking to the intersection. I don't have a desire to go to the irradiation plant. Nothing useful for us there. What is an irradiation plant? It radiates food, or food preservation. And the interesting thing about the irradiation plant in the game is that it's actually functional. You can actually take your food there, radiate it with the machinery, And you'll get the food preservation bonuses from radiating the food. So it's actually functional. Alright, Trailhead. Another one of the Transcoast Logistics, another mine. So unfortunately, nothing terribly interesting for us. Let's see, I think I'll go north first to see what... No, actually, I think I'll go south first. Check this, then we'll come back to the north. That road is going to run right by the edge. Actually, right... This is going to be the front entrance. I'm going to have to go right by the entrance of the Transcoast. Or be... Alright, yeah, we're going to go north first. North first. I would like to get a new map. Let's go see which hotel that is. Now populous. Maybe we can get a new map. Zombie, 4 wild boars. The boars are going to kill the zombies. Oh yeah. I'm just watching the mini-map over here. All 4 boars just charged that zombie. That zombie's not going to last long against 4 boars. Hopefully... can stay outside of their range. We'll see once they kill that zombie if they go after any others. Whoa. What the hell? The zombie caused the 4 boars to scatter? Or are they scattering because they're doing the hit and run? Because these other ones definitely should not be running. Nice. Bring that zombie right to me, boar. That's great. And the other ones are running away too. Alright, whatever. Oh, the boar's got far enough from that zombie to the west that it is reoriented on me. So, we have an ambulance, we have a tow truck. That would be the tow truck. That would be the ambulance. There are items in that basket there. I can't see what's in the basket from a distance though. A regular truck. Where am I going to go from here? Depends on if I get a map. So the map is going to be on the desk right about here. There's going to be a desk, and right on this corner of the desk is where a map will be, if there is a map. Multiple zombies up there. Let's go across to the ambulance first. Tough zombie. Looks like we're gonna have to kill a few zombies. We'll use the ambulance. Let's move you. If I go in and then wait, I'll get the advantage. Need to get my cookery out. Oops. A blood draw kit. Well, that's exciting. Alright, let's go with kukri again. 41. Wow, 41 and 53, and he's still up, huh? Stunned and heavy bleeding. Let's just let him bleed to death. Which he did me the favor of doing. And we can do the same thing to this guy for the most part. Get him into the vehicle. Come on. This way, when he steps to this position, it's going to cost him 400 movement points. I'll get a whole bunch of attacks. $57 crit. Alright, now we hide back here and get our stamina back. There's the map. Amazing. Who knew there was going to be a map here? Oh, multiple maps. Road map and a tourist guide. What's the movement cost? 400? Sounds good. Come on down, zombie. I got some of this for you, too. I don't care. If I go up the stairs, I can get a bit of a look around. So I didn't see that many zombies. Let's just kill the rest of these. That way I can go up the stairs and we'll get the second floor look around. We got such a movement advantage here with them having to step onto this shrubbery. No reason not to take advantage. Come on, zombies. Get down here. Oops. Got rid of a shrubbery. A Jedi cloak! I got all excited the first time I saw one of these. I was like, oh my god, a Jedi cloak! But, yeah, it's trash. it's trash. Oh well. Marijuana and some heroin. I'm not worried about him. Alright, let's just pop upstairs. That'll give us the longer look around. Really? Multiple helicopters? Light Industries. Thomaston. Thomaston's not too far out of the way. Oh, that's right. Let's... Whoa, hey there, zombie child. And zombie. I wasn't expecting them to be hanging out up in the building, or in the rooms. I was going to activate my maps. Tourist guide and road map. So there are different types of maps. You can tell what they are by the name. The road map is exactly that. It just shows roads. The tourist guide gives you a road map, but also shows tourist-specific locations, like restaurants and museums and things like that. Whereas a survival guide might show you military surplus stores and that kind of stuff. So, reading the different types of maps can be beneficial even if you don't need the road section. So if we take a look at our map, and we go find a city north of me here. Yeah, so it shows the pharmacy, shows the cathedral, shows the gas station. Yuck. Not too many cities out there. That's not good. I was really hoping there's going to be another large city nearby. We got a lot of walking to do. Well, hey, all you other zombies, they must be jumping from the upper floors. That's where they came from. They jumped/fell. So they're going to be varying levels of damaged. Because when I went up a level, they saw me, and then they came out and they jumped off the balcony. So, we'll just mostly ignore them. So far, we're not missing too much, even in our full gear. Normally, I slip off... Oh, so much heat. 12% heat slowdown. That is not acceptable. I gotta do something about that. Yeah, normally when I'm expecting to do a fair amount of melee combat, I'll slip off the golf bag, but we're hitting very consistently, even with 64 torso encumbrance. That heat is a problem, though. I have no desire to go to either of these two places. There's one endpoint here, one endpoint here, and then a small town of Thomaston. And that's about the only town anywhere nearby.